Good evening and hello, everybody. I am Mayuri, Division Director, Division N, District 98, Toastmasters International. Welcome to yet another episode of Leadership Unveiled. Unveiled with an N because we're Division N. And today I have a very special guest. I'll tell you why he's special. This year we became a division. So we were born in July 2020, right in the middle of the pandemic. And to support this vision of us becoming a division has been the immense support that we had was from our district director, distinguished Toastmaster Niteash Agrawal. And he is my guest today. It is a proud moment for all of us and a privilege, Nitesh. Welcome so much. Welcome to Leadership Unveiled.
Thank you, Mayuri. Thanks for having me here.
So for the benefit of viewers, I'd like to let them know a little bit about Nitesh. He leads support and innovation for payment products. He optimizes process through ITIL with the Agile framework. Let me know if I'm correct or wrong, Nitesh, because this is something that even I would not know. So with the Agile framework and SRE practices, risk and business continuity champion is who I have on my guest today. And something that I do understand, he's a photographer by passion and our district director serving District 98 this year. So this has been tremendous, Nitesh. So I would love to hear from you on the leadership angle because the other part is something that I wouldn't know much about. So thanks to you and to the team, of course, that we are finally a division this year. And it has been definitely because we all owe it to the support that we have had from many leaders, those who worked in the past to the ones who are currently helping us. And now, because it's the month of March, we have to start for the next year. And as you know, we'll have a new set of leaders, etc. So I would like to begin by, asking you, when did you come into leadership? Toastmaster, yes, but leadership, the first role that you took up, what was that?
Leadership, I believe, first, even without me realizing, was when I was asked to in a cricket team. It was during my childhood days.
Aha.
That, my friend used to pick players.
Uh-huh.
And, it was a brush of leadership, which I realized later. And those were some valuable skills. Motivating a team member, letting them know what target we would like to achieve if you're batting first. If you're bowling first, where do we want them to restrict? Who is going to bowl when? Where is the field setup? So that is what leadership is all about. Having vision, having planning, having strategy, knowing where to go, taking the team along with you, and always being there for you. So, that is one of the instances I can remember right now, Mayuri.
Yeah. So, this is something that I shared in another session with over another panel. Some of us, like you yourself mentioned this, instinctively you were the captain of the team or you were the leader of the team, whereas there were others who were part of the team. Do you believe that there are certain qualities that we already have in us? And then, of course, there are some that we nurture along the way.
Absolutely. You have to speak your mind. You need to get your thoughts out. The world should hear you. And that is how they will start noticing you and realizing that they will need to put you in charge. Initially, leadership is all about hesitation. I mean, no one would generally would like to lead because of the backlash that would come. If I talk about cricket, in childhood days, if you're losing, it is not taken really well.
The crime.
No one would raise their hand to captain a cricket team. Yes. One is pushing you because they saw you speaking out. They saw you holding the team together, getting into things which really no one cares about. So all of the things that matters, and I'll take you back to that video which everyone has seen, where a person directly gets up and starts dancing. He is the only one, and slowly from the park he has a lot of followers. So everyone was hesitant to start. Either the person who generally becomes a leader is the one who takes the first step. So I believe those are qualities that it is second to your nature without realizing you're portraying them. I think the family values plays a lot of role, the culture, the surrounding that you have been brought up. If you see your mother leading a lot of things at house, it will come to you as a habit. My dad is a grocery owner. I see him directing and leading the staff at the shop. My mom has been homemaker, but she also ran sales business outside. So I've seen her do all those things. So it was just coming to me naturally. These are some leadership skills that we do not realize we have. It is others when they make us realize. These are the things that if people are coming to you and they want you to lead, that means that you have those leadership skills that needs to be polished.
Right.
If it is not resulting to success, that means it just need a polish. But you have those skills.
Mm. So then coming to Toastmasters, so you already had certain leadership skills. We've come to know that. So when you actually joined Toastmasters, how soon was it when you entered into club leadership and then of course district leadership? When was this? When did this happen?
It happened in 2012. I mean, I joined Toastmasters in 2011. First, I was observing other club officers, how they were doing. And there was some areas which I felt I can improve upon. Not only for me, but also for the club. I felt there are some ideas I would like to implement. And it will only be meaningful for others if I take that leadership position and then implement. Because as a member, if I start highlighting the things that should be implemented, I would be looked as a person who just know giving suggestions and ideas, but not taking charge of doing so.
Not following it with action. So
correct. So in the coming elections, I went for VP membership. I strongly felt a lot of people should know about Toastmasters and the value it brings to them. That was my first role in June 2012. So from 1st July 2012, that is what I started my leadership journey with.
So after that, what other club officer roles have you already played?
I have played all the club officer roles, but immediately after VP membership, they elected me as the president. And then I went on to become area director. Parallelly at the club as well, I was serving as sergeant at arms when I was area director.
Oh, that was similar to mine then.
Okay. And then likewise, I grew in district leadership, and whatever roles I could play at the club level parallelly, I did that.
So amongst all the 7 club officer roles, is there one where you feel you had to face the maximum challenges, not from within the club, maybe within the club as well, or from the district? Which role you felt was most challenging?
I believe VP education was a bit challenging. It was a lot of manual work. It is when I ventured out to look how I can make my life easier, and I stumbled upon easyspeak.org.
Mm-hmm.
I introduced that to the club, and then my challenge was to educate and train everyone how it could make their life easier. There were initial challenges as VP education. It was challenging because I need to let team members know that they have to give me the goals that they want to achieve in Toastmasters. I need to help them track them. I personally have to track for it. And then I need to ensure that they are progressing. Because at the time of renewals, if I go to them, when the conversation happens, I should also have things to show to that person saying that, okay, you were here when you joined the club. This is where you are now. That is when we started recording speeches.
Oh, okay.
It ensured that we recorded first speech of any person, and 5th speech, then 10th speech. And during the time of renewals, since it was a corporate environment, it was easy for us to share. So we uploaded everything onto the cloud intranet, which is only accessible to the team members. They went and they saw their progress. So, that made VP membership job very easy. So a lot of initiatives I took as VP education, and I felt it was challenging. I did not complain because I know the club will reap benefits.
So Niteash, this is very interesting. I'm actually going to be taking back this tip and trying to see how we can implement it across in Division N as well. And about easyspeak.org, do we still, the club that you started it with, do they use it? Because I've heard it and I have not seen a club, at least not in Division N, where we are using it. So I would also, so how is the club still using it where you started it?
Yes.
And it works very well?
Yes. Absolutely. Absolutely. Right. If you have never been distinguished, their tool will at least allow you to get distinguished this year.
This is something that I am definitely going to start. And also the fact that you asked us, the recording of first meeting, then first speech, then 5th, and then 10th. And when a member himself sees the progress, that's good for renewals actually.
Yeah.
That's really very, very, very pertinent tip that I'm going to remember from here. And so then you moved to district leadership, which is area director, and then there was no stopping you, of course. So during your first term as district officer, area director, today, I mean, we are in 2021 now. If you look back on your role as area director, is there something that you wish, I know it's a hypothetical question, is there something you wish you had done differently?
That is a very tough question to ask.
Because what would be some challenge that you face, you know, something from your AD term?
The challenge I faced was I was not able to connect with the organization. Okay. I felt I had to support the 4 clubs that are there in my area, add a new club, do area visit, do area contest, and I'm done. I did not understand the bigger role I play in growing the organization, in ensuring that these benefits of Toastmasters spread. Iteratively over the years, the leadership has changed, and now the directors are doing more than what is required to. So I envy if today I get a chance to be an area director. There are so many things I would get to learn and do on the ground. So
I really wish, yes, I know. So I wish members in division N will actually, you know, hear you and keep this, that this is beyond the AD role. You know, you actually get to meet members and connect with them and spread awareness about Toastmasters. And who else but us in division N who need it right now for the growth that we want in our division. So coming to growth, Niteash, we would love to hear some tips that you could give because you have such a vast experience. How would you, I mean, what suggestions would you give for us to grow in membership also, but also to find maybe new clubs as well? Because we at division N definitely have to grow. So are there some tips that you would like to give to the division and its members?
Absolutely. You know, earlier during my leadership days in District 19, when I was just starting as area director, division director, the common question that came to me was how to craft a speech, how to get speech ideas. But lately, in last 3-4 years, the questions that are coming to me is that how can we add new members or how we can grow the division or the district. I'm very happy that at least we are talking about a new problem every time. It is not the same thing that everyone is talking about. Toastmasters has been one of the best kept secrets in the world. Even immediate past district director Venkata resonates with that very strongly. We did a membership survey, I believe in November, December by District 98. 65% of the respondents said that we joined Toastmasters only through word of mouth. We did not see any advertisement, any poster or any billboard or any radio jingle that was playing. It was only because their relative, their friend, or an acquaintance told them about Toastmasters. That is a good start. We need to talk more about Toastmasters. We also need to keep a script ready with us. If anyone sees us on Facebook or social channels receiving a trophy, giving an address, or being present at an event, if they ask us about what was all about, where are you, should have a quick script ready with us what to say. And we should not have jargons, or we should not talk for a long duration that we overwhelm the person who asked the question. So the first thing is that talk more about Toastmasters. Second is that keep a script ready with you. Third is that you yourself is a brand ambassador. Use your social channels to talk about it. You can share your Toastmasters journey, how you're growing. When your circle will come to know, likewise, their circle would come to know. Strive to bring at least one guest in a quarter. I will not ask to bring even 1 month, but in a quarter, if you can bring one guest, you bring 4 members in a year.
Yes.
Even if a club has 10 members and are aiming to reach 20, even if 5 of them are bringing 4 members a year, you have your 20 members. So you are able to grow membership. We have to grow Toastmasters in an organic way. District will play its part in terms of promoting the brand as to whatever means is available to us. But we need to ensure that a member is doing their job. How do we grow clubs? We need to research the area where we are serving. For example, Division N is serving Nagpur and Chhattisgarh. It is a vast area that we are serving. Once we understand the demographic, the background of the people, what kind of jobs they are doing, what is the average capita income they have, what is the education that they have, what is the future they are looking forward to. For example, we have quite good number of college clubs in Nagpur. Now, if it is a city where people come for education, becomes your target audience. In Chhattisgarh, it could be something else. It could be MBA colleges, or it could be corporates, or it could be businesses, it could be entrepreneur club. There are various domains where we can start a club. You will be surprised, districts outside India have clubs in a prison.
Yes. Yes,
there are clubs for inmates. We can do that. Just a conversation that we need to start. There are clubs for government officials, for diplomats. We can do that. We never tried that. So there are various unknown territories that we have not even ventured out because we already have so many things on our plate.
Yes.
Toastmasters in corporate world is spreading like rapid fire. They reach the Toastmaster website and submit a lead that they are interested in opening a club. When it comes to us, we immediately start working on it. So we are not able to put our minds together to figure out, apart from the work that we have in our hand, what are the other things we can do. That demands division or area to have a specialized team or extended team whose job is to just look for new domains where a Toastmaster club would make sense.
Okay, great.
Toastmasters has something called Find Your Voice.
Yes.
It is a very interesting thing. So this is where we need to build on to it, maybe.
So we have actually quite a few initiatives which we tried. Of course, the reason why we started with all these initiatives was to make our members realize of course, joy that we are now a division. At the same time, involvement of those members, some in some initiatives, others in other initiatives. So touchwood, we've done fairly well in the past 6 months now. Now is the time for the growth, which is where my question came from. Now, Niteash, there is something which has touched the whole world, of course, the pandemic, and it has no doubt affected Toastmasters the world wide over. We have grown, and I know I can speak for at least Division N that we do have growth here, but yet we see that attendance is dipping in our meetings. And of course, all our meetings, we do conduct them at the proper time, but then there are, members taken from roles taken from other clubs because it's now hopping from one Zoom call to another. So what would you suggest for us? I know it's a very difficult situation for all of us, so that we can at least continue, even in these pandemic times, to continue to keep the momentum going, within the club, the meetings and various events.
One solution will not fit for everyone.
That's true.
But what I would suggest is that let's look at the solution as half glass, half full. Okay, half glass full, half glass empty. Now, if you focus on the part that is full, you will be leading with a positive mindset. If the glass is half full, you will be able to focus on the members who are attending rather on the members who are not attending.
Right.
You do your due diligence in terms of connecting with them, letting them know, and publishing the meeting minutes, the pictures, so that they're enticed to come back. Be focused on the members who are attending the club meeting, because they are the ones that we should not lose. Once they start having fun, if you are able to give a productive environment to them, they will start bringing new people to the club. And if a club has a fulfilling meeting, the others will start feeling left out. And it is very natural to them. They will only realize it once it is taken away from them. They will feel that, all right, we are not there, but the club is still having fun. There are new people joining in. They are able to do so many activities. I believe I'm missing out. I will take the first step to go back to the club. Just, one area. The second, if we look at the half glass empty, it is the conversation that we need to have with the members. They will have their own challenges in terms of COVID. There are things that they don't like to share with everyone. If they are infected with COVID, or there are other personal problems that they don't want to talk about, there may be other things that are troubling them. So we need to ensure that the human connect is there. We reach out to them. We make them feel valued. We be there for them, even if they are not able to make for a few months. That is fine. We keep them updated. We take their valuable inputs asking them suggestion as to, see, this is what the club is doing. What else do you think we can do?
Right.
Okay, you're not able to come, that's fine. Please continue to help us with your ideas. If we keep them engaged even with a single thing, I am sure that they will come back.
Yeah, even if they do not renew for a few months, but they can always come back and reinstate.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Step. Right. Very, very, very valuable suggestions, Nitesh, no doubt about that. So of course, we are now coming towards the end. So just a general suggestion, advice, because we do want members to come forward, not only eventually as area directors, but also we have in place an extended team who looks after club growth, looks after program quality, looks after public relations. We have these divisions, small division managers, and we have team there. So I would love to have members come forward. It is challenging because with everything around, everybody needs to find time. Would you like to share something coming from the district director that so our members at division then come forward?
This is a people's organization. The organization is growing only because of you. We are here to provide you opportunities for you to learn, for you to grow, for you to develop personally and professionally. And that is how not only this world will become a better place, but the surrounding around you. The power of Toastmasters have not been realized yet.
Agree, 100%.
We can bring a revolution, because if you raise your voice against something, you rally people behind you. I mean, I'm not saying that we start a political party, but if there is something that you would like to talk about, the organization is there. Here you can practice. Here you can get feedback. Here you can form teams. Here you can get leadership opportunities. Here you can make mistakes and learn.
Absolutely.
Where no one will allow that. In office, if you're going to make mistakes continuously, you will not be given another chance. But here you can continue to make mistakes and learn from it. I personally have grown tremendously in terms of professional career just because of Toastmasters. You will have to invest. No one is going to be behind you with a stick saying that, Mayuri, please participate. All right. So you as a member will have to ensure that, okay, I have to achieve this thing in next 5 years or 10 years. I have spoken to my club or to my mentor that this is where I need help. The only thing that is required from you is participation.
That's all.
Let them know when are you available, when are you not available, how much time you are willing to invest. Set the expectation right at the start, and everything will be a breeze. Take small things to start with and then get into bigger things. Don't always strive for district events. Start with club events.
Yes.
Try smaller groups. Don't try to make a name directly in a district event, because you will be overwhelmed and be burnt out. And you will feel that you have achieved a lot, but hardly you have got started. So this would be my advice to you.
I know, and I'm sure the members are going to be listening, and we will eventually, once the area directors come in, then after that the teams will come in. And I'm very sure that there is things already in place in Division N, but we always have scope for improvement. We always have scope for growth for all members across Division N. And once again, Nitesh, on behalf of Division N, I cannot thank you enough for the support that I have had. If today I have been able, as a division director, been able to have as many events with, I have about 20, 30 people supporting all the initiatives, it's because I got from the top boss, I got the yes, go ahead. So thank you immensely for giving all the support that we needed as a new born baby in the family. And we are really very, very grateful. I really have no words to express the gratitude. And I know we will continue for the remainder of the term as well.
Absolutely, Mayuri, you're very kind in giving the recognition to the district and the leadership, but it is all you and the members that are making the difference. You are giving me a pleasure to serve you in whatever way possible. I feel, honored to serving Division N, its clubs, its members, and helping you grow. That is the satisfaction that I need. Thank you for giving me this opportunity.
It has been absolutely wonderful. And Nitesh, trust me when I say this, I'm going to actually go back to the video all over again, note down the points, release them as some, maybe flyers, posters, one at a time, for membership, for growth, for participation, etc. It has been really a pleasure having you over here. Thank you so much, Nitesh. Thank you. And let's hope I meet you in person to thank you again sometime.
Absolutely, Mayuri. Looking forward for that.
Yes. Thank you so much. Yeah, thank you.